Hello, my dear friend. Welcome once again to Blind Dad Does. My name is Ira, and I hope that you're having a very good day today. Today, we are going to do a little something, well, the same. We are going to do a little bit more digital art. I got a little bit of a something today for myself. I got myself a new Wacom. I've been borrowing my kiddos' Wacom forever now. Well, technically speaking, it was originally my Wacom. They had their own. Something ended up happening to it. Basically, I think the cats got a hold of it, knocked it down once too many times, and basically it ended up breaking and was no longer usable. So they stole mine. So I have been borrowing theirs over and over the past, well, couple few times that I've been doing these little bit of art streams, and I'm tired of it, so I ended up getting a different one myself, and this will be my first time using it, so hopefully everything on it will go smooth. I noticed as I was trying to do the intro there that the thing kept disconnecting and reconnecting, but hopefully it is okay at this moment in time. It should be. It better be. So hello, Jolene. It's nice to see you as always, even though I can just look behind me and see you there. Anyways, but that's okay. That's what counts, right? So anyways, it's been a good day. We had a nice bit of potato soup today for dinner, and that turned out very lovely. I love potato soup. Even though I'm a diabetic and it's so full of carbs, I still love the potato soup. I'm a potato fan. And then we had to make a long distance trip to go into town to get myself the Wacom, but I'm well pleased with it. It's a decent sized one. It's not as big as the one that I used to have. I used to have one of the big, like 24-inch Graphire ones from way back in the day. I think I bought it like 15 years ago, and it worked just fine up until last year when finally it gave up the ghost and I could no longer make use of it. I loved the thing though, man. It was so nice. It was really great. But hopefully this one will do. I've kind of gotten used to using this same model with bumming my kiddos. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens. This will be my first time using this one in particular, right? So please bear with me and be patient. So let me switch over to Photoshop. Photoshop is the thing that I'm using. It's Photoshop 2021. As you can see, I have done a couple of them over the past couple of days. Up until this one right here that you guys can see on the screen here, I had not actually done any bit of art for the past year or so. It's been a while. So I'm a bit rusty, you know what I mean? But I'm starting to kind of come back into it a little bit. And I'm enjoying doing these little art stream things just to share my techniques with you guys, share what I do. Because I do things in a little bit of a different way. You know, being a blind person, I have to kind of compensate for some of the things that are my limitations. And I do enjoy sharing with you guys like the tricks and techniques that I've come up with to help me figure out what I'm doing, basically. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new thing. Hey! Baby Grizz, welcome. It is so nice to see you. I hope that you're having a very good day. Right now, we're just literally getting started with things, and I was talking about how I have to do things a little bit differently because I am a blind guy, and so I'm a little odd when it comes to doing this artwork stuff. But I try to do what I can, try my best. And if you're willing to stick around for a couple of minutes, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of a technique that I use to come up with idea generation. So you can start the palette off with any color that you want. So the base layer, it doesn't really too much matter. However, if you do adjust the color slightly to be, you know, something other than black or white, whatever color you're going to put down is going to bleed through a bit. So just letting you know. So if you want to do something like maybe you have this idea that you want to do a bit of a dark scene or you know, something like that, you know, you can do like a faded color, you know, something that's not real super saturated, something on the blue to, you know, purplish side or something like that. So we'll start off with this one right here. This will work. And I'm also going to set my view so that I am doing it with fitting to screen. That one right there will work. And let's give this new tablet a shot, shall we? So the first thing that I do is, and hopefully you guys are seeing this okay. Please let me know if you're not. But what I do is in Photoshop, there's this tool right here called the pattern stamp tool. I don't have one set up yet. I actually plan on doing it, but my community is not really big enough yet to have warranted doing it as of this point. But I do plan on definitely doing one. I haven't gotten to it yet. Basically, I've had a very limited amount of time to be able to do everything that I need to do while streaming at the same time. So, but I will be soon enough. So you go to the pattern stamp tool, and the trick, the technique, the whatever it is that you want to call it here that I'm going to be using is based around the pattern stamp tool to begin with. So I'm going to create a new layer right here. And I'm just going to keep that base layer there as it is. So as you can see, this brush that I'm using is pretty weird, right? It's pretty bizarre looking. But there's a reason why I use a brush that's like this. I'm going to go over here to the side so that I'm not actually tapping on the thing there. But if you watch, like every time that I tap the pen, it switches how the brush acts. Like it gives it quite a bit of a jitter. Okay. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. What if you wanna let me know, like through a message or something like that, where the Discord link is, I'll join in with you after I get done with this stream. I'm happy to do that. So anyways, you want to use a brush that has a bit of a jitter to it. That's one of the important parts. You also want to do a brush that has a bit of a texture to it in some kind of way. There's a lot of different brushes that are available that you can do this kind of thing with. Some of the chalk brushes and that sort of thing work pretty well. But what you want to do, and I've got this already pre-established myself, but what you want to do is go up here to this button right here where you see this little miniature picture right here. I have created pattern stamps off of images that I have created and other people have created just to use the color palettes of. So you kind of want to decide what color scheme you're going to want to be working with as a base. Okay, so maybe we'll do this one here, this kind of cool purple bluish one, just to go with the background that's already in place. So the next step of things is to make sure up here this impressionist thing is ticked on. Because if you do it with it ticked off, right, it's kind of a funny way to put it, but if you do it with it deactivated, whatever you have as the pattern is just going to lay out. It's basically like a clone tool of sorts. However, if you do the impressionist button, if you push that in, then the everything gets randomized on the brush. You'll have to do it like through maybe a message. I don't know. Yeah, I'll take care of it. Don't worry. So anyways, what you want to do then is just run the brush across in random kind of ways across the pattern or the base, the canvas that you have. Basically, all you're doing is slapping paint and trying to generate some kind of texturing that your brain can grasp hold of and try to find something to work with. So like just this alone, okay, if I was to go to the brush tool, just to kind of show you a little bit here, if I was to go to the brush tool here and kind of make use of what I'm seeing right now, I could see like maybe this cool image of a woman like in the clouds, right? Who maybe her head is like up in here. Okay, well that's kind of bad opacity. Let me see. Let's do it on a new layer. So like her head could be like, it's still not working. Why is this not working? Okay, there we go. I'll just have to do it maybe with the white. There we go. So up in here, right? This could be where her head shape is. Okay, there we go. And then like maybe her dress is coming down like this a little bit, you know? And so like this could be like a part of a rocky outcrop in the foreground or something like that, and you're seeing her like in the background. You know what I mean? So it's like yeah, very pink, right? So it's like you want to try to just kind of come up with as many different patterns. It's kind of like cloud watching, you know, how you can see a bunny in the clouds or something like that. You're kind of doing the same thing with this. You're just training your brain to see the patterns that are there and recognize that there might be something there that wants to come out and say hello. Whether that's a figure, whether it's a landscape, whatever the case may be. It could be literally anything that your mind is free to grasp hold of, but you want to allow yourself that freedom to do it, right? So let me go ahead and slap a little bit more down here just to see what else can be generated or come out of it, you know. Let's see. And it's just kind of like about how you're feeling at that moment, you know? Very pink, yes. Yes, very pink. I love using that kind of a color scheme. It's cool. That this kind of like let me see here. This color right in here is one of my favorite colors of all time. I love doing that kind of a color. You know, it's to me it's fabulous. So oops, that's the wrong tool. There we go. Go back to the pattern stamp. So I'm gonna do a different layout here maybe. Let's try this. See what happens with this. So, you know, I'm just kind of like literally just randomly tapping just to see what can come out with things, you know?
Hello, let's be best friends.
Yay, thank you.
Let's be best friends.
Thank you so much for the follow. I deeply appreciate it. You know, I'm very grateful for everybody who wants to spend a few moments with me. I don't get to talk to people very often, you know. It's just I get to come on here on stream and try to enjoy the company that I've got, you know. So I'm very grateful. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of my little community. Okay, this is kind of interesting. This is a unique sort of a scheme going on here. So like, okay, I could see this being like this weird tree, you know, maybe like a mystical, magical tree with, you know, like maybe a dryad down here, you know, that's kind of hiding behind the tree or something like that, you know, and here could be the ground of the forest, you know, something like that, you know. There's just this like one tree that has like these pretty colors to it while the rest of the forest surrounding it is much darker and stuff like that, you know. I don't know, weird stuff, you know, but that's kind of what comes to my mind as soon as I see something like this. So if I wanted to run with this, maybe I would do something like I'd create a new layer, right, just so I don't mess up the backgrounding going on. But, you know, I'd kind of start to fill out the edges here a little bit, you know. Let's go with that darker color there so I can just kind of fill in a little bit more. To again just start to bring things about, you know, just to bring things out a little bit. I'm going to change the opacity on this brush just a tad, and I'm actually going to switch to a different brush because that one I'm not a fan of using for this kind of a thing. There, I'll use this oil texture. That might be a little bit better. And unfortunately, every time I use this particular brush, it resets the opacity, so I have to mess around with it too. Sure, we'll go up about 47. That'll work. So, you know, I could do something along these lines where I'm just trying to fill out a little bit of like data, a little bit of information that's there in the background, trying to bring out some of this really cool tree sort of shape. You see? Been slapped by a moth. Well, that's not good. That's not good. Moths are fun though. Yeah, I mean, this could be something to run with, right? I'm not necessarily feeling it at the moment, but you guys, I think you'll get the idea of what I'm trying to get across here, that this kind of thing like really is powerful to allow you to find something different. Find something a little bit unique to run with that only you can see in that moment in time. So it's like, it's kind of like a sculptor will be able to see the stone, but not just see the stone. They're seeing like the shape of the art in the stone before they even make the first cut. It's sort of along those same lines where what we're doing is we're trying to just like come up with something that our brain can say, oh, okay, I see this shape here. So let's see what I can do to bring that out even more. Let me kind of wash things away here a little bit and we'll lay some different things out with the white combined. Yeah, there we go, a little bit like that. And then let me go with a different schema. I'll change the size of the brush a little bit here too, just to give a little bit extra here. Right? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay, now see this one, what's calling to me with this one. Let me do a new layer here so I can show you what I'm seeing, right? So with this one, let's do a red color just so you guys can get the idea, right? Okay, so I'm seeing like a woman's head right here, okay? And she's like maybe looking upwards in this direction right here. She's maybe a magical woman, you know, who like her figure is sort of right here, you know? And then like this stuff that's surrounding her could be like magic that's coming off of her hands and like flying up into the sky, like particles and, you know, really cool effects, you know, coming off of her as like a magic spell that she's casting or something like that, you know? And then this section right down in here can be basically like the foreground ground area. So her legs are cut off. She's like coming, like you're seeing her from like around the other side of a hill or something like that. That's right there. You see what I mean? Or clouds, right? Exactly. It could be just clouds and run with it as a landscape kind of a thing too. So I could see that as well. Let me delete this layer here, where like this could be like actually a mountainous zone, right? And so like there's mountains here, right? Off in the distance right there, and right here is like sort of the foreground layer, you know, that's being seen. And then there's maybe like these giant clouds coming off of the mountain, you know, again, maybe in a magical mystic, if you wanted to do a fantasy setting, you could do something like that, you know. Or it could be even a castle. I mean, the start of a castle, there could be like this is a guy right here and he's riding on a horse, you know. Here's the horse's head right here. So, you know, I mean, there's a lot of different things that you could come up with just based on splatting the patterns across the palette, you know, to work with a little bit, you know. So I don't know. To me, it's neat. I like doing this kind of thing just to see like what the randomness can give to me, you know. Okay, so let me see. Gonna get down to it for a little bit real. Let's try a little bit of green here just to see what comes out of this one here. So let's see. Okay, I'm kind of seeing something that I can maybe run with here. Minecraft grass, yeah. Let's see. Just again trying to fill in random things, you know, to see what comes about. Okay, I could do something with this maybe. Let's see. So what I'm seeing here is maybe like this cool viewpoint of perhaps like soldiers that are marching, and it's like a skewed perspective, you know, like here's some men that are let me change the opacity of it a little bit here. There we go. There's like men who are gathered and they're like marching, you know what I mean? And you're kind of seeing from a skewed perspective of things. And then like this area back in here could be, you know, kind of a background kind of a thing. I don't know. I mean, I could try running with the pink and see what happens. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, well, thank you for being here. I definitely appreciate the fact that you decided to come in and say hello and with the follow as well. I'm very grateful for it. And I hope one way or the other you have a really good night. Enjoy the anime for sure. I'm going to be here for a little while trying to figure out what I want to do with all this. Oh, okay, cool. That'll work. Okay, so something that's interesting here for me is I can see like this could be a cool like landscape kind of a thing with a very foreshortened foreground, right? But we're seeing into the distance here. Like this is a distance object right here, and these are like clouds and that kind of thing up in here. I don't know. Let me see what I can do with this. Maybe I can make something of this. Let's see. I just beg everyone's patience. I am a blind guy trying to do all of this, so sometimes it takes me a little bit of time to get myself like going. Sometimes it takes me a little bit of time to get the stuff to work correctly, you know. So I beg patience of everybody who does come in and watch. But you know, keep talking. I'm more than happy to talk. So what I'm going to try to do is build up a little bit from what's here right now, that I can try to get the shapes to work. You know what I mean? I'm trying to see what I can do to get the shape to show up a little bit. It's like it's there, it wants to come out, and I'm not sure where to run with it. Yeah, I don't know why the colors change on Twitch. I have no idea why that would be. I've never been able to figure that out. Ah, okay, gotcha. Moobot can be a bit of a pain in the butt sometimes. I mean, I can give it a shot, but probably not very well. That's probably about the best I could do at the moment. It's because of my blindness. Lines are very difficult for me. The way that my eyes work, the more lines there are, the more lines I see. So for each, like if I try to draw a line, for instance, I'll show you here. If I try to draw a line like that, I not only see that line, I see about a dozen other lines that are all superimposed over each other and stuff. So it's a little rough. It's a little hard for me to do like fine, detailed sort of things. That's why I start things off in the way that I do, like this, so that I can kind of work from big to small, if that makes sense. So, I will say I'm not feeling this one very much. I think I'm going to change it up a little bit and do a different scheme here. I mean, it's okay, but like, I'm not feeling very inspired by it. So I'm going to just try something different here and see what happens. me start it off with more of the pinkish kind of a base here and run from there. I'm going to try this color scheme and see if I can get something else to show. Probably not. Shoot. Blah. Okay, we'll try a different one. Yeah, let's go with this one, see what happens here. Well, this could be a kind of a cool cave look, but I don't necessarily want to do that today. All right, let's try a different color set altogether here. Bit of a post-apocalyptic feel here. Nah. Dang it. Not really feeling that one either. Well, let's see. Sometimes Moobot likes to do that, yeah. Come on, who wants to come out and say hi to me today? I'd like to see somebody today. Sometimes this is how it goes, you know, sometimes the patterns don't want to show themselves right away, so you got to kind of mess around with it a little bit and see who wants to be there. We about to hit you again, huh? Nobody wants to come out and play. Okay, I think I found somebody here. Yeah, like I'm seeing a figure, like maybe sitting on a rock right here, and we're looking at their back, like they're sitting here staring off in this direction. We'll see who it is. We'll see what they want to have to say. Yeah, this brush will be a little bit better. I can always use those. Gotcha. Okay, the figure's starting to come out a little bit. I'll probably be doing this for at least a couple hours. Yeah, it's that time for me here too. Yeah, it'll probably be around then. That's when my wife needs to go to bed too, so. So my Discord is the same as what my stream name is, but it ends in 2747. Okay, cool. Yeah, you can add me to the friend list if you want to. I can't do it while I'm on the middle of a stream, so just go ahead and throw it my way, and I'll accept it here in just a bit. 2747. There you go. So for those of you guys just tuning in, welcome. My name is Ira. This is Blind Dad Does, and I hope that you guys are having a really good day. Right now, we are in Photoshop 2021, trying to do a little bit of artwork, trying to make something happen. I have to do things in a little bit of a weird way because of the way that my blindness works, but I don't know. I think it's coming out pretty good so far. I'm just kind of getting things started, really, but getting there, I guess. Getting there. So... yeah. I just have to do things in a bit of a different way. Basically, I have a disorder. It's a genetic defect in both of my eyes that cause me to see things too much instead of too little. And so by the time that everything is said and done, it is very difficult for me to do things. But I'm giving it my best shot. Hopefully everybody out there is enjoying what I'm doing. And if you're not, well, that's okay. You can still stick around anyways. That's fine by me. So, but so far so good. Like, I kind of started things off for those of you guys just tuning in. Basically, this started off as this, and I've kind of worked my way to find a figure, find somebody that wanted to say hi within that little bit of a pattern of things. And this is who came out. I kind of had to do an art stream today though, because I just got this new Wacom today, and I had to give it a whirl. I've used many Wacoms. I've just been stealing my kiddos, so because they stole mine. Like the one that they've been using is actually mine, but yeah. Now I've got my own again. This is like the third one I've owned over the past like 15 years. Yep, I got it, baby girl. Thank you. I'll join you later on. At the moment, I'm trying to do the stream here, so it's a little bit hard for me to do things over on Discord. Again, I'm blind, so I have to do things a little bit more ponderously, laboriously. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, I need to give my hand a rest here for just a moment. My carpal tunnel is deciding to kick in just a little bit on me, but getting through. I think this is turning out okay so far. If you guys are curious, I have done a few other things on stream here as well. If you guys are interested, I can show you here a couple of them. Give me just a brief moment. This one I worked on yesterday. Excuse me. I worked on this one yesterday. It's not finished by any means, but I'm satisfied with how it came out, at least so far. This one was about 2 hours worth of work or so. Not too bad. Not for having taken a year off from doing any kind of artwork and being blind on top of it. You know, all that kind of good stuff. This is another one I completed recently. There you go. All right, baby girl. Well, it's nice to meet you. Thank you so much again for the follow, and I hope that you have a very good night. Sleep well tonight when you get there. So, yeah, like I'm not the best, you know, by any means, but I do try to do what I can, given the state of my eyes and all that kind of good stuff. I give it the best whirl I can do. You know what I mean? So, yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying the ride as well. All right, back to it. I'm trying to figure out which direction he wants to go. And that's the thing about art. Sometimes some artists are very much in control of what their art does and how their art looks, and you know, doing line art and all of that kind of stuff. And I'm really always impressed with people who can do that kind of thing. I used to be able to do it at least somewhat, but because of the way my vision at this point in time works, it's very difficult for me to do that kind of a thing. So I try to do within my means, you know, kind of more of a different perspective, different way of doing it. And sometimes that means that the characters that want to come out, or the landscape that wants to come out, isn't necessarily under my full control, quite frankly. But I can at least get them under wraps, at least at some point in time, right? So, like for instance, this guy is developed out of this, you see? So it's like, I had to break things down, you know, and figure out where he was sitting, what he wanted to do, what he wanted to show himself to be. And so far that is this. And it could be that it's a female too. I don't know yet. Like I haven't discerned that yet. It's just right now got a feel of somebody sitting on a rock in the middle of a weird storm or something. I don't know, something weird like that. But yeah, we'll get there with it. So right now, basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to fill in some of the detail work so I can see what he wants to wear, what he wants to look like, what he's thinking, what he's doing while he's sitting here on this rock. You know, what brought him to the rock? What's the drama in the picture supposed to be? There we go. I wanted to kind of like give the impression that there's a little bit of a foresty kind of area down in there. So I hope everybody out there is having a good night. It's been a good one for me here. We've been just kind of like chilling out, doing some different things, and hoping to enjoy this little bit of an art stream here. So far, it's turning out pretty good, I think. It's different, it's a little bit weird, but I manage, I guess, as much as I can. I'll be honest, I'm still a bit nervous about showing my process on a stream. It's very different for me because, I'm not used to anybody watching as I'm creating, The only person who's really ever seen any of my creation process is my wife. And I barely like her being around when I do it. So, it's kind of one of those things. But that's okay. Well, it's true. It's true. I get very nervous. I'm scared. You should. You should. The fact that I do the creation around you and have done it for so long, you should feel loved. Oh ho, what you got to say now? Yeah, exactly. This music's pretty interesting. It's pretty chill, actually. I like it. First time I've used this one. Well, hello there, someone. How are you doing tonight? Welcome to the stream. I'm just doing a little bit of art here. I'm a blind guy trying to do a little bit of art and maybe not doing the best job of it, but I'm giving it my best whirl, seeing what I can make out of everything. And yeah, it's been kind of one of those days. Enjoyable, but weird. How's things going for you? If you're curious, this picture started out with this. This is where I began, and I've kind of gone from there to here. I have to do things in a bit of a weird way because of my blindness. I have to kind of do things odd compared to what other people do. I don't do line art or things like that. I just kind of like do it in ways that are a bit odd, a bit different, but it works for me, I guess. I just got this Wacom today as a replacement, so I needed to do something to break it in. So, here I am with the art stream. Yeah, if you got any questions, got anything to say, go for it. I'm right here. I may not be talking a whole lot at the moment, but that's because I'm trying to concentrate on where I want this to go. I'm not sure who this person is, like what the drama here is. You know what I mean? Like, are they a human? Are they an elf? I've kind of got the impression that maybe it's like an elf boy or something like that, but I'm not sure. It hasn't fully developed yet for me. But it's getting there, I think. Right now, I'm just kind of like adding in edging details and that kind of stuff to make it, a little bit more poppy, like to come out a little bit more. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Well, hello. Dear someone. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out how I want to get things to work here. Like, I had a little bit of trees down here in the distance to give it a little bit of perspective. I'm thinking I'm probably going to work on the rock here just a little bit to see what I can get to come out a little bit. I'm going to try to add a little bit of texturing into it and see if I can get it to look good here. Okay, I'm not sure why that's happening. Let me see here. Try a different brush. Maybe that'll help. There we go. I don't know why I did that. That was weird. Sometimes Photoshop, I tell you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Not too bad for a blind guy, I guess. Trying to do what I can, really. I mean, it's hard, but I'm getting there, I guess. There we go. That's not too bad. I can work it up from there. That's not too bad, I guess. I'm not sure about the light beam. That's what I'm not sure of. I mean, I guess it's okay if I do it there. Yeah. It gets a little weird when you have to do things like through Photoshop and on stream. It's a little hard to show people, hey, this is what I'm actually doing, and suddenly it's there, you know. It's like sudden pop-up ad or something. Gonna pop one up again here. I decided not to use it. sudden club music is sudden. That's weird. I'll turn that one. That's a little annoying. Sorry guys, we had a little bit of an interruption trying to happen on the stream here, so I had to get it taken care of, but I am back. I'm trying to get this all done here. I hope everybody out there is having a good night, having a good time. It's an interesting little picture here that's trying to get developed. I don't know where to go from here. Honestly, there's a lot of different directions that I could go, but I think it's turning out okay so far. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm just taking a moment here to let my hand rest. But anyways, I hope that everybody out there is having a good night, having a good time. Everything over there is good for you guys. Yeah, it's been an okay day here. I ended up getting this Wacom as a replacement for a broken one that had broken months ago. And so trying to kind of break it in at this point in time and see what I can do with it. For those of you guys that are wondering, basically, this is how this started off. Like, the way that my eyes work, because of my blindness, I have to do things in a bit of a different way. I can't do line art. I can't do things like that. So what I try to do is just start off by laying down a splatter of paint at random and seeing what kind of pattern can come out of it. You know, see what kind of landscape or person or alien creature or whatever the case may be wants to come out for a visit, you know. So that's what you're seeing here. This is the result of what I've had so far. This is the beginning of it, and here's where we're at right now. I've just kind of been taking things a moment at a time, doing little details here and there, bringing out highlights and shadows and all that kind of stuff, trying to make something of it, you know. And yeah, I think it's turning out pretty good so far. I'm enjoying it. What do you guys think? I'm not too happy with the brush. I like to use that brush for like certain things, but other things it's a little bit, I don't know, it's a little bit wonky to use. So I think I'll try to switch to a different one that maybe has a little bit of a better control factor. Let's go with this one again. I used this one for most of the painting. I guess I'll try this one again for a little bit and see what it can do for the pants work here. Yeah, it's still not quite giving me the details that I need. Let me go with just a regular round brush, like a hard round brush. That one should be a little bit better, maybe. Yeah, let's go with the pressure opacity. That should work. Let's see what happens from here, shall we? Yeah, that's a little better. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I figured. Mr. Someone. Trying to see what I can get to come out of this. So far, so good. But, I have to do things in that weird way of mine, so... Yeah, the stream service adds a delay to everything, so it's like maybe 30 seconds behind sometimes. A little weird, but you get used to it. Oh no, my Photoshop is lagging a little bit. Wow, it is super lagging. I don't know why it's doing that. That's really weird. All right, man, I understand. Yeah, I'm not going to be on a whole lot longer myself. Jillian needs to get ready for bed too, so. I'm not sure why it is lagging with the custom shapes. That's a little annoying. Let me save this. I'm going to close Photoshop and I'm going to reopen it because maybe it's just getting a little bit of a memory leak going on. And in the meantime, you get to stare at my pretty face. Hello. So far so good though. I've been working on this for a couple hours now. Yeah, about 2 hours. So what you're seeing so far is for about 2 hours work. That's not too bad, you know, for not being able to see it all that well and all that kind of good stuff. You know, it's not too shabby. Yeah, Photoshop's definitely lagging. It's like super not even wanting to close here. Gosh, I hope it doesn't lose everything. That would kind of suck. All right, there we go. Let me reopen it here. And we'll see what happens. Hopefully it's saved. Hello. Okay, so let's reload it here and we'll see if we can get that shapes tool to work again now. Nope, it's still laggy. Okay, something's going on as far as the Photoshop and the shapes goes. I'm not sure what that is. I'm going to have to take care of that. Yeah, shoot. Because I had a really good idea to go with. Well, that's okay. We'll run with something else. Yep, sure did. So I'm trying to figure out what to do from here as far as like where to take it. I'm not sure. I mean, it's turning out pretty good, right? It's for me anyways. I think it's doing pretty good. But there's like little things that I want to add in, and unfortunately my custom shapes tool is not wanting to work, which is a little annoying, right? You know, I'd like to do things that I have established, and it's not letting me. So I'm trying to figure out like how I want to work it, like, because I want some things like hanging and designs and that kind of stuff that are coming off of her here, and you know, take it from there. But we'll work it. We'll see. We'll figure it out here. It's kind of like, I don't know, I was thinking it was a little bauble basically coming off of the armor that they're wearing here. I'm going to kind of like add a little bit more in too, but just kind of like starting off trying to figure out what I want to do with it basically. There we go. Hopefully it's a little clearer now. So for those of you guys just tuning in, welcome. My name is Ira. This is Blind Dad Does. Right now, Blind Dad is doing a little bit of art, trying to get things figured out, trying to get things worked out. And yeah, I mean, it's rather interesting, I think, trying to do things when you're blind and making the best of things. But for those of you guys curious, basically this picture right here, I started off with this. This is the paint splat that I did across the canvas, and I have been working on it for the past 2 hours, trying to develop it into what you're seeing right now. So there you go. I do things in a little bit of a different way because of the way my vision works. I have to kind of, I don't know, almost cloud watch in a way to get the sensation of what wants to come out, what wants to say hi, whether that's a landscape or whether that's, you know, some kind of creature or unique vision or something along those lines. I don't know, but you know, this is kind of like how I work. So it's kind of like akin to a sculptor who is doing work and trying to figure out like how to make the most of the stone. A lot of times they will talk about how they're seeing the art in the stone before they even make the first cut. It's something along those lines. You know, I try to make the best that I can because my vision is horrible, you know? So I got to do what I got to do, right? So that's what I do. I'm going to take a drink here real quick. But I hope everybody out there is having a good night, having a good time. Everything's going your way. And if it's not, that's okay. Just bear with it. Things will eventually. Every video that I do, I always do a bit of a dad moment. And I haven't done one yet today, but I want to make sure to do one. So here you go. No matter who you are, no matter what you're going through, you are worthy of being loved. And don't let anybody teach you any different, okay? You're worthy of being loved. So if nobody has ever told you, well, I'm telling you right now, I love you, okay? So there you go. All right, well, we'll get back to it. I'll let my hand rest for a moment just to see what I need to do and figure out where I'm going to go from here. Got some ideas going though, and I'm going to run with them and see what ends up happening. So we'll take the journey together. How does that sound to you? Okay, Noah, sleep well. Have fun. Tell your mom and them I said hey and that I love them, okay? Thank you. And thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate it. Oh, okay, Liam. Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you for being here, Liam. I appreciate it. Tell everybody I said I love them, okay? Appreciate it. So for those of you guys just tuning in, welcome. How are you doing? I hope that you're having a great night. I'm just kind of working through trying to figure out what I want to do with this particular person here. This started out a bit weird, but don't they always? Don't they always? This is what this began with. And I've kind of like snowballed from there trying to figure out what I want to do. And so this is what's happened so far. For better or worse, this is what's happened so far. So, thank you, Ollie. I appreciate it. Did you see what it looks like? What it looked like to begin with? I had a bit of a trouble trying to get things like geared up and going. When I first started, like a couple of things wanted to make an appearance, but they weren't quite showing as well as I wanted them to. So, this guy decided to show up, or girl. I'm not sure. Could be either. By the way, your art is so good too. So I've been on for like 2.5 hours though. Almost 3. Yeah, almost 3 hours. So this is what I've done within 3 hours worth of work. I mean, it's not bad, you know. It could be a lot better. It should be a lot better. Should be a lot better. But I have to deal with what I've got, right? And so just to be fair, also, I have yet to zoom in on the picture at all. Like not once have I zoomed on the picture. This is all just from how it's sitting right now, which is always kind of interesting to do things that way. I don't know. Do you guys ever do that? For those of you guys out there that do art, do you guys ever do that? Do you like zoom in all the time or anything like that? Because I try not to, because I want people like to see, like I want to see what people are just generally going to see. You know what I mean? Most people aren't going to be looking at it like, you know, in horrendous detail like this, right? Most people aren't going to do that. So most people are going to see it, you know, maybe like this, you know, maybe along these lines, given the dimensions of their screens and that kind of thing. So I want to try to do things like as if they are looking at it, you know, just at that moment, so that I can see, or at least guesstimate what they're going to see as well. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys ever do that kind of thing too? I had to remember how to do things. I couldn't remember how to do that. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? That's kind of bizarre, but it looks kind of cool. I don't know. Different. Ollie, are you still here? You like it? Going in a weird direction with this, but yeah, I kind of dig it. Trying to expand my wings. Right? Got the whole painting thing going on with the digital. I don't know. I kind of dig it. I like how it came out so far. Hopefully I don't screw it up from here. Oh no, the condom from my microphone fell off. It keeps doing that. I need to get a new one. Oh, we'll see about that. I'm kind of annoyed. My Photoshop is really lagging when I'm trying to do the custom shapes, and I don't know why. Like, I really legit have no clue. It shouldn't be, but it is super lagging when I try to do them. So I'm not sure what to do about that. For those of you just tuning in, welcome. My name is Ira. This is Blind Dad Does. Right now, Blind Dad is trying to do a little bit of art. Not sure what's going to come out of this and not sure if I'm going to like it in the end. It's a little weird. A little weird. But I don't know. I'm liking it. I'm liking what's coming out. A little elf girl kind of a thing, cyberpunk sort of a style. I don't know. Little weird, right? But I'm digging. A little different. Ooh, did ya? That's awesome. Ooh. Awesome. Very cool. Yeah. Very cool. I like it. Much better than the crap I'm doing here, that's for sure. Hey S19, how you doing tonight? Nice to see you. I hope that your day is going really, really good. Just doing a little bit of an art stream here, trying to make something happen. Not easy, but trying. This is what the picture started out as, if you're curious. So I've gone from here to here. A little bit of a process, but so far I'm having fun with it. I think it's turning out all right. Hey, that works. Well, that's not good. Yeah, it rained here like all weekend long. Thankfully, it hasn't today, although today was like super freaking humid. Oh man, it was oppressively humid today. It was like walking outside into a microwave, basically. It was pretty nuts. This is kind of a bizarre song, but I kind of dig it. It's interesting. So, Ollie, what do you think about this one? What do you think about it, S19? It's a bizarre one, but I'm kind of digging it. It's interesting. What the crap is Wolop? Oh. Gotcha. Yeah. Der. Well, this has gone into all kinds of directions here. Hopefully okay ones. Yeah. This is not what I expected to come out of this. I dig it, but yeah. Where the hell did this come from, guys? Oh, the mind of Ira. You don't want to know. You don't want to know. Well, I will say, though, I'm pretty much done with it, at least at this point in time. I'm going to go ahead and save it so that I don't lose it. But I've been doing it now for just shy of 4 hours here. So I'm a little bit worn out. My hand's really sore. Thank you, Ali. I appreciate it. I think there's a little bit more that I could do to it, detailing wise and that kind of thing, to make it, pop a little bit more. But I don't know. I'm not dissatisfied with the way that it is right now. It's pretty cool. And especially for, given where it came from, you know what I mean? Like, it went into all kinds of weird directions. So, yeah, I'm not dissatisfied with it. I think it looks pretty cool. And I may go with more, of that at another time. Finish it up a little bit, off camera, maybe, to see what I can get to have happen. But I think it's pretty cool. But I do need to take a break, and I'm pretty tired. Pretty worn out. My hand is definitely hurting at this point in time. I am not used to doing art yet again. So, bear with me, folks, please. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here. And I may be back on again later. I'm not sure yet, because, again, I've been on for 4 hours at this point already today. So I'm a little tired. But I need to get some food in me and a little bit of drink. Not that kind. Just, suck down some tea. But anyways, I deeply appreciate you guys being here with me. And, if you're new here and you haven't followed me yet over on Twitch, make sure you hit that follow button. I'm live every day. I'm doing stuff here. You never know what I'm going to do. It's always something different. I am a variety streamer, right? There's a variety of things. I do art. I do games. I do just sitting here talking and gabbing. I do all kinds of things, right? So, and if you're over on YouTube and you haven't subscribed to me yet, please do. I'd love to have you join in with me over there as well. Hop into the community. Have some fun. Enjoy yourself. But in the meantime, keep safe out there. Have fun. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. And, we'll talk to you again later.
Incoming customer detected.
Keep your eyes open, boys.